One of the best things that you can do when reselling is to learn BOLO items. You want to learn these BOLO items before you ever see them in the wild, because every once in a while, a little knowledge like that can really pay off in a big way. I learned about these items a while back from another creator, and when I saw them, I knew immediately what they were. And this buy just became one of my top 5 eBay flips ever. Now, let me say this right up front. Most of my sales are smaller, steady, and very consistent sales. But every once in a while, an exceptional opportunity shows up. In this video, I want to show you what these items are, what collectors look for them, and why they're so valuable, and how I'll ship this item safely once it sells. So let's take a look at what these items are. Okay, I'm really excited about this, guys. These are vintage CD holders, if you're not familiar. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I found out about these from another creator a while back, but many vintage CD holders are valuable, but these ones are exceptional. This is made by a company called Calamar Designs, and these are highly prized by audiophile collectors. But like I say, if you find vintage CD holders, you may want to pick them up or at least look them up, check the STR on them, the sell through rate, because many of them can be valuable. But on this one, like I said, I'm excited about this. I have a big reveal coming. I'm going to show you what I've paid and how much these are actually worth. So let's move on to the next step, which is um, shipping them and what I would do to ship them. Okay, so let's talk about shipping an item like this. Oh, before I forget, if you're new here, welcome. I'm Dave, and this is Retired with Purpose. If you're not new, welcome back. I hope these videos help you. So, I want you to understand some important things about shipping an item like this. So, before I explain about the shipping, let me show you the item. I have one right here. Let me pull it up. And you can see this is not a small item, and it's fairly heavy too. This thing weighs about 7 pounds unpackaged. So there's a lot of different things that we want to consider when we sell something like this. First off is understand who the buyer is. Your buyer for an item like this is a collector, and they're going to be very particular about how the product arrives to them. So you want to go above and beyond what's necessary to ship something. This is not something that you've sold for, just a few bucks and you throw it in the box or throw a little bit of bubble wrap or something like that and ship it. You don't want to do that. Collectors, they are good customers too. When they find that you have good items and they come to them packaged nicely, they're likely to buy from you again and tell their friends who are collectors of these type of things too. So you do want to take your time and make sure that you package this thing correctly. So how do we do that? First off, let me tell you, there's no shortcuts. Take no shortcuts on an item like this. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, you want to use a heavier duty box to begin with. You want to use something that's sturdy. And then once you pick the correct box that you want to use, you need to really pad it well. Now, when I say that, I don't mean just put a little bit of bubble wrap in it or something like that. Now, I do use bubble wrap bags that I put things into. But again, no shortcuts. What I do on an item like this is I get white foam. And This is available out there. Go to a building supply store or something like that. It may not be quite this thick, but you can get good foam. So start with a heavy duty box. Use some good rigid foam. Use some bubble wrap. What I personally do, and I've mentioned this on other videos, I have a sealer, a bag sealer. I will put this in a plastic bag and I will seal it. So when it arrives, they have to open the bag and they know what they're getting is this, it's in the same condition as it was when I bagged it. So that impresses a lot of buyers. They like that. But again, remember, don't take any shortcuts on something like this. Just imagine that you're a collector of an item, and when you get it in, you want to see it in really nice condition, which leads me to the last point about shipping. Buy insurance. Make sure you have enough insurance to cover it. So if it does get damaged in shipping, you're going to be covered. So there's several different things like that that you want to make sure that you take the extra steps. And again, remember, no shortcuts. So that collector buyer of yours receives it in fantastic, pristine condition. It will go a long ways. You'll get good solid feedback and you'll get a good long-term customer. Okay, so now for that big reveal that I promised earlier. I'm going to take you back into the store where I went down and found this buy. Don't click out too quick, guys. Watch, pay close attention, and you're going to be surprised and why you can see that I'm excited about this particular buy. So watch this real close.